Get ready with me and do some bathroom mirror makeup just before my 12-hour shift. We're starting off by wrapping up my head wrap, mostly because my wig fell off. And man, this summer heat is something else. I feel like Goldilocks and I just need my happy medium. So now I'm scraping back the lint and I feel like this is the equivalent to a man touching up his waves. Check that out. That's an ASMR for y'all. All right, now it's time to lock in. For skin prep, we're going to go in with a milky toner and we're going to follow with a vitamin C and E serum. This serum will remove dark spots, is going to boost collagen production, and will protect against sun damage. After that, I'm going to add just a little bit of SPF and finish it off with a lightweight moisturizer. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and set the skin prep with this lightweight setting mist, and then I'm going to follow in with this SPF primer from Sephora, and then I'm rubbing it into my T-zones. And so now it looks like I'm really doing things in order. I'm going to start off by brushing out my eyebrows, and then I'm going to use 2 tones of concealers to curve my eyebrows and snatch the eyebrow bone. So in the past, I've also struggled with eyebrows. It's with eyebrow hairs, eyebrow shapes versus the tutorials that people have online. But, this eyebrow routine is something that I have worked on and perfected over the years, and I'm just so proud of it. Fun part, we're going in with some concealer under the eye and at the corner of the eye, just dragged out to further snatch my face. And then for the contour, we're putting it under the cheekbone, dragging it down to the chin, a little bit on the forehead, some on the nose bridge, and some on the nose tip. For the foundation, we're just gonna put it in the other blank spots where we need coverage and to cover some little dark spots. now that I'm done blending out my cream products, I'm going to go in with some powders and set this makeup look into place. Starting off with the contour, I'm going in with the same shade as the contour stick. After that baking process, I want to bring more depth to my face, so I'm bringing that same contour back to my cheeks, forehead, and nose. Blush and taupe. What I'm really trying to So the cool toned contour shade that we had put in our crease, that was our transition shade. Now we're going to go in with some dark purple. We are taking it in back and forth and slightly winging it out. We're going to try and blend it out in circular motions to make sure that it's well blended. For blush, I'm going in with this very cool toned coral pink blush, and I'm going in on my cheeks, my chin, and my forehead to tie in everything together. And I'm gonna with a matte liquid eyeliner, I'm gonna go ahead and dot away these little incoming zits and little pimples. After all that, I'm gonna go in with my diamond highlighter. Every time I wear this highlighter, people ask me what it is, but it's a regular drugstore highlighter. For the finishing touches, I'm going in and I'm tightlining my waterline and the upper part of my eyelid. I'm gonna add a small strip lash. So I need to focus. I'm gonna go ahead and do this behind the camera. But this was the full makeup look. Don't forget to share, comment, like, and subscribe.